Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 21st ACW Newscast. I am Hakeem Johnson, your ACW commentator as always. And I know it's been a while since I've done a newscast, but I feel that since we are getting a bit closer to ACW's return in December of 2011, that we'll start doing more ACW newscasts. Here's the catch, however. I will no longer be doing newscasts that are lengths that are 30 minutes, because I used to always do newscasts that would be 30 minutes or above. And I'm not going to be doing that no more from here on out, because I don't want to add any more pressure into what I have to do for ACW than I already am. So from now on, basically, I'm just going to do ACW newscasts from now on from 10 to 15 minutes around that area. I think that would be the best bet for me to do just ACW newscasts between 10 to 15 minutes, get everything covered in, and add a few more if I wanted to. So that should be the appropriate time. So that'll be it from this point on. Now, we do have some news to get to, actually. We do actually have some news to get to. We have some comments that you posted on my videos. We have a lot of stuff that pertains to that. So, first of all, we're going to start off with the news on the ACW website. As anyone has heard, ACW has released Syrus Truesdale. ACW Excel did become a home to Syrus Truesdale, but have now released it as of October 18th. And I will just read the official statement from the website. We can confirm as of October 18th of 2011 that ACW has decided to release Syrus Truesdale from his contract with ACW Excel. We wish Syrus Truesdale all the best in his future endeavors. Try to do my best Laurinaitis voice, give or take. But yeah, we're going to start cutting some dead weight off from ACW Impulse and ACW Excel as the return of ACW starts becoming more imminently close. So begin to see some more cuts from the ACW brands that you know and love so much. Plus, if you haven't seen it by now, we do have an ACW website exclusive interview from, I believe, 7 of the ACW Elite Tournament players. Now, obviously, Edward Elric and Choji Akamichi and Gara have been eliminated from the Round 2 tournament, and Ness and Mugen still have their match to come. But you can just read their interview anyways to see what their thoughts were on the match or on their potential to be moved up to the tournament. So you can read that there. It's all over there. Plus, I'll get into this in a minute, but I did post a new ACW Newscast poll, and I'll read it to you guys in a few minutes. Now, just a review for everyone who hasn't been watching the ACW Elite Tournament. It's been now 8 people from ACW's Elite Tournament of Round 1 that have advanced. However, in the second round match, in the first match of the second round, Ryu was able to defeat Edward Elric, and a very bloody match for Ryu, especially. But through hard determination, he was able to defeat Edward Elric, and we'll move on to the semifinals. Choji Akamichi and Kankuro able to defeat Choji Akamichi. However, some controversy is spreading about how that match was structured between the two, and we still don't know the reasons why. We'll ask around, and we'll get you updated onto that as soon as possible. But nonetheless, Kankuro able to defeat his protege, Choji Akamichi, in the second round match. And then Sagat was able to defeat Gara in the third match of the second round by just a devastating combo of a low blow, an uppercut, and a Tiger Destruction to just cap off Gara's loss in this tournament. And then Ness and Mugen still hasn't been seen yet. It will be seen probably by Monday or Tuesday after this newscast. So, where we currently stand, Ryu will face Kankuro in the semifinals, and Sagat will face the winner of Ness and Mugen in the semifinals. So we are getting very close to this. We are getting very close to this tournament ending. I said it would expand from September and October. It might go a little bit over the first week of November, but we are very close to this ending. So, with that said, going back to the ACW Newscast poll that I was just saying earlier, the question that I asked on the website was, who do you think will win the ACW Elite Tournament of 2011? Will it be Ryu, Kankuro, Sagat, or the winner of Ness versus Mugen? So go onto the ACW website right now, like I'm right now. Go to the ACW website right now and cast your vote and decide who do you want to see win this whole tournament. And by the way, I want to thank you guys, the viewers and the watchers, wherever you are, for watching this tournament. It has been a wild ride of a tournament. It has gotten ACW back in its prominence as the #1 anime colleague in the world. This tournament was designed to give you guys something to look forward to as ACW rolls along for its return. So we thank you for watching, and we don't know what we would do without you guys. So honestly, thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. You guys have made your voices heard, and now you've got ACW returning in a few matter of weeks. Now, here's some news on ACW Genesis. One, I have finished the entire ACW Genesis Mega event. I finished it last night. So that means it took me a week to finish ACW Genesis, when it would have normally took me before then, like maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks if it's Animania. But I finished Genesis this whole week, and I'm actually working on Excel and Impulse's show return. So I'm way ahead of schedule. So in November, you won't be seeing much new content. You won't be seeing much new content on ACW programming for November, unless it's the newscast or it's some videos relating to Genesis to hype it up. So there you go with that. Genesis is done. We will post as my YouTube channel says, it will be posted Sunday, December 11th. So there's your official date. Mark it down on your calendar. Mark it down on your web calendar, your iPod calendar, wherever calendar or whatever reminder you can make it of it. Just mark it down. December 11th. That means it's Sunday, December 11th of this year. ACW Genesis will be posted on YouTube, Blue TV, and Vio. Now I need to make this clear, very clear for people, because people will start getting mixed up already. Since we are returning to ACW in December this year, Genesis will be posted on YouTube just to celebrate our return, along with Vio and Blue TV. However, after every other click per view that's not Animania afterwards will be posted on Blue TV and Vio. Since even though YouTube is being very lenient and very relaxing with their restrictions as of late, it's still the call is in the air to see will I can really fully return to ACW in that regard. So for the time being, I will be posting click reviews as a whole. And by the way, I keep saying click review, but they're not anymore. They're mega events now, so I gotta start saying it myself. They're no longer click reviews, they are mega events. So get that in your head as I'm trying to get a mind. But all other mega events that are not Animania will be posted on Blue TV and Vio for you guys to watch as a whole, where you can download them or watch them in high quality anyways. So there you go with that. So now, with that said, I am now going to go into my ACW Newscast 19 comment that you guys made. The 20th one does not count since that was a special edition of it. But I'm going to read some of you guys' comments from that video. PowerCat316 said, I want Robert Roode to win, but part of me thinks Storm can win with him being the sleeper pick. That, of course, may win the Battle for Glory series, which is more likely. I will get to the Battle for Glory debacle later on in this show. Actually, as for what I asked for you guys, in that questionnaire, was that what anime show that you've watched currently that I should watch for myself. So some of you guys, like Saber4000, said Wolverine anime. There's an anime of Wolverine, so I might actually watch it. I actually did see the Iron Man anime, so if it's anything like the Wolverine anime, if the Wolverine anime is anything like the Iron Man anime, I'll definitely be watching. Labonte Fan 15 says any of the Yu-Gi-Oh anime series. I watched the original Yu-Gi-Oh shows, obviously. Yu-Gi-Oh GX was kind of on and off for me, and then I never watched 5Ds. So, Big EOT3 says, I told you about Soul Eater. But yeah, if you want to watch it, it's on Funimation's YouTube channel, or search the box and you'll see it under shows. All 51 episodes are both in sub and dub format, so maybe you can consider Soul Eater Evans and Death the Kid. So I'll give Soul Eater a try. I've actually heard about Soul Eater, so I will give it a chance whenever I get the free time to watch something. Fairy Tale. Clifton, the owner of PAWF, says Fairy Tale, another anime that I should be watching. And then Haruko01 gives me a list of them here. I'm going to try to read them as best as I can. Azumanga Dao, I hope I got it right. Black Lagoon, Lucky Star, Sergeant Frog, Mezzo DSA, Nana, Honey and Clover TMOHS, Pokemon Black and White, which I refuse to watch. Cheese Sweet Home, and Hamtaro. I thought Hamtaro was a long time ago, but nonetheless. So those are the things that you guys recommended me to watch, and I do thank you guys for your comments. I do thank you guys for your opinions on what I should be watching, what I should be looking out for. It's really a site for people to just recommend me things, because I really do want to watch some new anime, watch some new talent. I want to watch some new blood so I can insert them into ACW sometime or another. So I do thank you guys for that, and I just thank you guys. Thank you guys for that so much. Brian and Rage 96 commented on the ACW XL 15 Part 1 that the refereeing, or should I say the lax refereeing, in this match is worse than the Pittsburgh Penguins versus Detroit Red Wings game yesterday night, which was on September, and that was when it was posted, and I don't watch hockey anyways, but Dan's an idiot, so he won't take anything seriously. Gamma is the equivalent of New World Order, so what would be the equivalent of a wolf pack? It's an interesting question, and maybe we'll find out sooner rather than later. Who knows? Trying to look for other comments here that you guys posted on here. See if I can find a good one here, actually. Dark Knight 77R commented on the ACW Elite Tournament match between Joe Gashi and Sagat. It's cool and weird how Sagat is big and at the same time flexible. Well, he is the master of Muay Thai. He's the king of Muay Thai, and he's just so flexible. He's just so out there. So, Melly Babe 95, by the way, digging it. She asked me, Hakeem, on ACW's return, what game are you using, or is that a secret? And I actually responded back, but I'll just say it anyways. I said there's no secret. For Excel, I used SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, and for Impulse, I used SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. So that's just what it is to it. However, with WWE 12 getting so much hype and it actually being a legit good game, it might change. I might actually get SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 for maybe Impulse, and WWE 12 for Excel. Tyran1232 said on the Kyo versus Ryu match on the Elite Tournament, really glad to see ACW back. Thank you so much. And actually, we just got this recent comment from Bloodwolf Assassin about the Gar and Sagat match that was just posted, that I really hope we see Ryu versus Sagat in the finals. The diehard Street Fighter fan in me commented so. A very possible match. Probably a match I would actually like to see if ever the chance, but who knows at this point about this tournament. This tournament has been so predictable, we really don't even know what is up and what is down at this point. So you'll have to hope that it does well. Let's see, where do I want to start here? Brian and Rage 96 posted on my comments channel that I have a few questions. Will you post Anime Revolution up? One, yes I will, because live video is actually still alive, and that's where I used to post my old videos too, and that's where Anime Revolution is. I just need to download everything and edit a few things, but otherwise, whenever I get the chance, I will post Anime Revolution up. Are you accepting new calls for ACW? Well, if you're talking about if I'm accepting new anime characters in ACW, sure, I am. I'm looking around, but in terms of original characters, no, not really. I have an idea for My Valentine from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series if you're interested. Again, I like when you guys put out your ideas for ACW shows, so whenever you see an ACW video, just post an idea, and I'll probably be looking at it and reading it. Joshua Jacker V5 says, glad to see you back. with DWA ended for good and ICCW on standstill. ACW, SCAW, and UW are the only call shows that I watch. I do have a recommendation for a member of ACW, either Ash Ketchum or Itachi Uchiha. Storyline with him and Sasuke would be cool. Again, I love you guys' comments. I love you guys' ideas. Again, we're always looking into everything that we can do for ACW, so I do thank you for that. Brian Rage 96 says, "Bring back Terra." You might want to count your blessings on that one. Dark Knight 77R says ACW should have its own Facebook page. I know everyone's been asking about why doesn't Anime Championship Wrestling have its Facebook page. It will have its Facebook page. I just gotta make sure I have time to do it. So give it a while, and I will be able to show you guys the Facebook page. So thank you for the patience and everything. Well, folks, it's pretty much past 15 minutes now. Like I said, I'm not doing any long newscasts now. So finally, I'll just end it with this. I did watch Bound for Glory this past Sunday. It was actually a good pay-per-view event. It was actually a good pay-per-view, except the very end with Kurt Angle and Robert Roode. You're going to build a guy like Robert Roode up for 5 months, the guy that comes back and wins the Bound for Glory series and gets built up as this threat, somebody that can spark a new era in TNA. And then Kurt Angle beats him in one of the most weakest screwjobs I've ever seen in my life. And then Kurt Angle loses to James Storm this past Thursday on Impact with the title gone and now in James Storm's hand. It just makes Robert Roode look so weak because he was so built up, so strong, and now he's just going to pretty much be a challenger and probably not get the title for another long set of months. So just ridiculous. It's more disappointing than making me angry. I'm more disappointed than angry because I've been a TNA fan since June 2002 and when they started, and I really want to keep liking TNA, but they do stupid stuff like this that doesn't make sense, and it just makes the fans hate it that even worse. But yeah, that's my mini rant. So there you go, folks. That'll be the newscast for tonight, for this week, and I'll be back next week hopefully with another new newscast. The question for this newscast, which you can vote on the website, is who do you think is winning this 2011 ACW League Tournament? Will it be Ryu? Will it be Sagat? Will it be Kenkuro? Or will it be the winner between Ness and Mugen? Those are your choices. Go onto the website and vote for it, or just post a comment below this video. But until then, I am Hakeem Johnson. Tell you to stay cool. Stay cool. I'll see you next week.